Hey everyone! Today I want to take you back to one of the most important turning points in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Captain America: Civil War. This film changed everything, not just for the characters, but for us, the fans. Because for the first time, we saw what happens when heroes fight each other. Not out of hatred, not for glory, but because they believed they were doing the right thing. It all starts with consequences. After New York, Washington, and Sokovia, the world has had enough. The Avengers, once praised as protectors, are now seen as a global threat. Too powerful, too free, too dangerous. In response, the United Nations drafts the Sokovia Accords, a legal agreement to place the Avengers under international control. They would no longer act on their own. They would answer to a panel of governments. For Tony Stark, it's the only way forward. He's been haunted by guilt for years. Guilt over Ultron, over the innocent lives lost, over his own mistakes. When a grieving mother shows him a photo of her son killed in Sokovia, it breaks him. He's ready to be held accountable. He believes the Avengers need to be put in check. But Steve Rogers, he's not on the same page. Steve has seen what happens when power is controlled by politics. He fought Hydra and watched S.H.I.E.L.D. fall apart from the inside. To him, signing the Accords means giving up the right to choose when and how to act, and who to protect. And when the world tells him that his best friend, Bucky Barnes, is a criminal who must be arrested, Steve refuses to stand down. This is where the team fractures, not with shouting, not with betrayal, but with a difference in belief. A difference so strong that it pulls everyone into the middle. Tony recruits a team. Rhodey, the loyal soldier, War Machine. Natasha Romanoff, Black Widow, a spy who's used to picking sides. Vision, the android with the Mind Stone, who believes logic should guide them. And newcomers, T'Challa, the Black Panther, a king fueled by vengeance. And a kid from Queens, Spider-Man. Meanwhile, Steve gathers his own allies. Falcon, who always stands by his side. Hawkeye, who comes out of retirement for a cause he believes in. Wanda Maximoff, Scarlet Witch, still feared by the world, but determined to fight for her freedom. And Ant-Man, who brings unexpected size and humor to the fight. And then, we get one of the greatest action sequences in superhero movie history, the airport battle. It's not just spectacle, it's personal. You can feel it. They don't want to hurt each other, but they won't back down. Spider-Man swings in, stealing Captain America's shield and cracking jokes mid-battle. Ant-Man grows into Giant Man, stunning everyone. Black Panther charges after Bucky with unstoppable fury. Vision accidentally injures Rhodey, causing him to crash and nearly die. And even in the middle of all that chaos, there's still room for respect. Steve tells Spidey, "You got heart, kid." And Spidey answers, "Where are you from?" "Brooklyn." "Queens." But the real story isn't about who wins that fight. It's what happens after. Tony discovers a truth that destroys everything. Years ago, Bucky, while brainwashed by Hydra, killed Tony's parents. And Steve knew. He knew what happened, and he never told him. In that moment, everything falls apart. We get a final battle. Not about politics, not about the Sokovia Accords. It's just three men, Iron Man, Captain America, and the Winter Soldier, tearing each other apart in a cold, brutal fight. No big explosions, no one-liners. Just betrayal, rage, and heartbreak. Tony screams, "He killed my mom." And when Steve says, "He's my friend," Tony whispers, "So was I." Those three words broke the MCU. By the end, the Avengers are no more. Steve drops his shield. Tony is left angry and alone. Wanda and Hawkeye are imprisoned. The team is scattered. Trust is shattered. And yet, there's still hope. Steve sends Tony a letter along with a phone, telling him, "If you need us, if you ever need me, I'll be there." Because deep down, he still believes in the idea of the Avengers, not as soldiers, not as weapons, but as a family. Captain America: Civil War isn't just about action or special effects. It's about how fragile loyalty can be, how even heroes can be torn apart by the weight of their choices, and how sometimes doing the right thing doesn't mean doing what's easy. It's a movie that didn't need a villain to feel dangerous, because the real threat came from within. And that's what made it unforgettable. Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to subscribe, and let me know in the comments. Whose side were you on? Team Iron Man or Team Cap?